Look at this. Look at this. Hey now. This isn't that type of show. But it could be for $9.99 a minute.
Still early.
Yes, that's right. Oh, and we are committed once again to umpteenth amounts of excellence. That's a lot of shit. I'm really committed now, son. I'm about to drive after this, homie. But
luckily you have to drive up the street.
Yeah, that's not a big deal. But we are here for episode 9 of the Face Show, baby.
We've almost made it to 10.
It's only taken like 6 months or whatever. 7 months maybe. I don't even know. But we're almost there. We're on 9. Episode 10 is gonna have big things. I keep saying this. We keep meaning it. It's gonna have. I don't know why we keep talking about the future. Every time we talk about the future, we don't deliver on shit.
This is true.
Like this isn't Christmas, guys. I know I said I would be the next episode would be on Christmas. We got lazy. Then we were gonna do one on New Year's. We forgot the camera. So fuck it.
No, we had the camera. I forgot the card.
Oh, I had the card. That's right. So yeah, there were problems, and there were problems.
Give me the damn thing.
There were problems getting the episodes out, but I like it. But by now you already know we got episode 7 out, and episode 8 is up, and that's good shit for the people. You know, get more of us, cause you love us, you crazy fucks.
For some reason you keep watching,
and we keep delivering slowly. But this year is a year of changes. 2010.
She's gonna be big.
We're gonna deliver more steady episode content. You know, we're not gonna do one once a month. We may do twice a month or even once a week, but we're gonna speed up the rotation. There's a lot of things to talk
we're
about.
Go on location.
That's right.
More guests.
That's
I
right.
think we only had maybe 2 or 3 last year.
Well,
no, we had the party,
so
we had a
bunch.
We ended up having like 8 guests altogether.
Yeah, you know, they're gonna be more clips that I inserted, but
because you don't want to look at us for 45 minutes.
Nah.
I don't even want to look at us for 45 minutes.
That's not even fun, man.
That's I got an ego, and I still.
You
don't
know what I'm saying? That's not even a good time. Crazy things happened this week. This is you know, we had the State of the Union. The president went on for like 70 fucking minutes. I fell asleep a few times. I woke back up to some shit. It was pretty boring. Quite hilarious, I thought. You know, the speech said a couple of surprises. Not really. And a couple more bullshit. It's all Bush's fault, and I inherited my problems. And you know what? I'm going to start off the bat with this. This is for you, Mr. President. And this is just something you may not have realized. And this is for the other people listening. Because your excuse that you inherited this problem doesn't hold water. Because you're right. Yes, you got this problem from Bush. But it happened during your election. It happened, and President Bush asked you and John McCain to come in and to help him figure out a solution where you guys came out with the stimulus. So, no excuse. Because if you thought you couldn't handle this job, then you could have dropped out right there, gave the nomination back to Hillary Clinton, and shut the fuck up. But you didn't, did you? You thought you could handle the job, and you went right ahead, and you won. Right?
Now look what you got. Quit your bitching.
That's right. You can't complain that you inherited this problem because you had an option not to take the job. You could have just said no. Because this happened while you were running. So no, it wasn't just a shock. It was a shock and it was a surprise. But it's not like you were blindsided with this. If you thought you couldn't do the job, you shouldn't have taken it. But the truth is, you know you could do the job. Or at least you think you do, and that's why you took the job. Or maybe you were greedy and you figured you couldn't lose. But my point is, you can't blame it on the past when you took responsibility by becoming president and taking the job. So enough of blaming Bush. Who gives a shit? It was as he said, it was a planned market reset. And it was done by the Fed. Guess what, guys? A housing bubble popping can't destroy the American economy. There had to have been other shit in play.
Whoa, you stupid fucks.
Because how does our housing bubble collapse the economy of the entire planet? It doesn't. But that's all I'm trying to say about that. So, Mr. President, you were right. To wrap shit up, You did inherit the mess, but you chose to inherit the mess. So own it, because it's yours.
Quit your bitching.
That's right, because I'm sick. It's been a year. The first 3 weeks, cool. The first 6 months, cool. The first whole year, cool. Year 2, and that's all I gotta say about that. And I don't know why nobody on TV has said this. Nobody realizes it was his decision to take the job in such shitty conditions. Unlike Bush, where 9/11 happened, you know, within the first year of his watch.
Well, I'm sure somebody on Fox News will report on it.
Now that we mention it.
You know, now that we mention it, like maybe a month from now.
It does happen.
It happens. It happens.
This popular opinion, there's a good idea spreads like a cancer amongst the people. I'll tell you what. So does bad ideas. And you know what? You know what? There's something I've always wanted to talk about. I came to this realization.
Smelly vagina?
God, smelly vagina does stink. No, but if you're jerking
That's
up,
the worst, smelly vagina.
dude, you know what? Fuck that.
You don't go in your smelly vagina.
I remember one time in Cancaun, right? I'm about to fuck this bitch, and her vagina was so fucking. I did the 2-finger test. This is gonna be gross, guys. I'm sorry.
You gotta do it. You gotta do it. Every guy knows it.
So smelly.
Girls don't even know we're doing it, but we do it. We got all kinds of different ways to do it.
I was on my ass drunk.
And you still smelt it.
And I was like, oh.
You still smelled the stink.
I had the condom on, and I just went.
And the condom went.
No, I just put her head down there, man. I didn't even fuck her.
Oh, well, there you go.
I took head with a condom, as opposed to sex. Does that even?
Which every guy knows.
What? I mean, I was that drunk. Oh my God!
It's like not even. You might as well jerk off. You might as well do it yourself.
Dude, but I will say this. Never. I mean, we went to, because these chicks were Mexican they were there for the summer to do work. They worked during the day and partied at night. That's what their plan was, to spend the summer in Cancun. Or from Mexico.
Mexican taco stand.
Yeah. But they lived in the real Mexico inside Cancun. You know, the part you're not supposed to go to, and we went to. But never tell a cab driver, dude, just wait for us outside. Leave the meter running. That cab cost $120 US by the time we were done. And then, because we didn't have the money on us, he didn't let all of us leave the cab, and I had to break into my boy's room because he forgot to give me his key because he had money, and I couldn't get to my money because I couldn't get to it. So I had a we were on the first floor, and my room is here, his room is way down here, like 6 or 7 rooms down. I was at the end of the hall. So I had to jump onto our you know, the back area, you know what I'm trying to say, the back little porch, climb the walls and go from porch to porch to porch until I got to his room, broke into his room, fucking took his money, bounced out, and then paid the guy $120 US. That was hilarious. It was a good time. Could have gotten shot. But oh man, that was a lot of fun. But yeah, never take cabs in Cancun. Always take the bus. Bus will cost you like 30 cents. Like, that's a penny American. You know what I mean? Yeah, taking a cab might cost you a lot of money. That's all I got to say about that. But you know, this is what I wanted to say on the more serious tip. Something people don't realize. It's about Martin Luther King, because we just had Martin Luther King Day not too long ago, right? And his dream, right? Beautiful dream. He was shot for his dream, right? I'm not going to discredit or say anything negative about Martin Luther King, but here's what happened. You see, there's certain people out there. They're not so much as they're racist, but they are racist. They just want to keep the poor down. And I mentioned who they were in the previous episode, episode 8. But or was it 7? Shit, I don't even remember. But you can't destroy a dream or an idea, especially something that spreads with the people. You can't take it away. They got the, you know, they're not slaves anymore. That came with blood and whatnot. They have rights now. That also came at the cost of blood. Good people died. And so you can't take that away from them. But how did you take that away? How do you, even though they have what they wanted, how do you keep them down and make them worse? Well, you attack the family. And you destroy the people who dreamed the dream. So the dream never went away. They just now have no motivation. And look what was been done to the black community. Before the civil rights, right? Black people had strong family values. Incredibly strong family values. You're looking at me like I'm about to cross the line. But they did. They did. The family was everything. Right? And these people didn't have much, but they had each other. Right? They fought real hard to get civil rights. They got it. And they deserved it. And they should have had it the whole time. But what did these people in power do to destroy the black community? They destroyed family. This is the progressive idea of how to destroy, because the family, you see, the idea with communism and progressivism is the government's the family. So you don't need a family. That's why, so they use this poor community as a model. And they've effectively, culturally, destroyed the black family. What is it? 1 in 10 have a father living at home in black America today? That's horrible. That's horrendous. Abortion's on the rise everywhere. And all of this, and the poor black mothers out there, they try hard, but this is what I'm saying. This is what's been done. Because it's the corruption of the dream. Because you can't kill a dream, but you could corrupt the people that used to dream it. You get what I'm trying to say there, Cody? Half asleep there, motherfucker. You're doing that shit on purpose. Don't think I don't know. But you see what I'm trying to say?
Just trying to catch a quick nap.
Yeah, well, I was just...
Why are you ranting?
Well, I was just saying...
That's why I could have energy for later on in the episode.
You know what? It's
fuck, 40 minutes in?
Yeah.
That's how we close strong. We take naps during the show.
But, what I'm trying to say is the idea of people to destroy the family in this country, and I was using black people as an example. That's what they're trying to do, folks. They're just trying to destroy the family. If you destroy the family, you destroy the morals that these people have. And if you destroy morals and a moral compass, it is easier to trick people into doing stupid shit that's not good for them. Because they never had the values that would teach them right from wrong. If the right and wrong is flipped upside down, they'll agree to almost anything. You can mold them. They're easier that way. Keep them sheep-like, right?
That's it.
But that's something I thought of the other day that people don't realize. The attack, and it was planned and it was systematic. You don't think that shit happens? That shit happened on purpose. That shit didn't happen by accident. Mm-hmm. Black men didn't grow up one day and go, you know what? I'm gonna be a deadbeat dad. You think that fucking happened? Hey, I got rights, now I'm going to be an asshole. No, I don't think that happens. I don't think there was a discussion.
So, on a much lighter note...
Yes.
I got on Match.com recently.
Oh, there you go.
Match.com. What can I say about Match.com? I met some cool people on Match.com. I would have to say... within 100 miles of New York, the people on Match.com that are actually attractive and worth talking to is maybe around 2 or 3%. 2 or 3%. Okay? You got a large number of women in their 30s that have a couple kids. And I was surprised. I was very surprised. Are you playing with your nipples?
No, I was showing off I'm Superman.
Oh, alright. I was very surprised to see that a lot of women in their 30s, their kids, don't live at home. Don't live at home. It said sometimes. And I would say a good 90% of the chicks I saw on there, their kids don't live at home. That means more and more men are getting custody of their kids. Ladies, what the hell is going on out there?
Yeah, no.
Either you're just giving up, or you gotta be a real fuck up. You gotta be a real fuck up. So that was a sign to me, okay? Okay, that was a sign to me right then and there. And that was a big no. Okay? Because any woman who doesn't take custody of their kid, I don't care what the fucking situation is, I will always be with my kids. Ooh, excuse me, too much drink. I will always be with my kids, and I will always be there for my kids.
But you know what? This goes to the point. To something else. Men, specifically, and this is the reverse of the backlash.
Dude, you gotta be a real fuck up as a chick to lose custody of your
to
kid.
A man.
You gotta be like a crackhead.
But men in general, this goes back to my point, and this is broader now. Men in general have been attacked culturally.
Oh, yeah.
And the point is, they're trying to demasculate us, and they're trying to make us unimportant in the family life. And I told you, they started with black people, and they're doing this to everybody. Where, look at TV shows back in the day. The husband always knew what to do, always knew the right. He was always somehow kind yet firm. He never beat his wife. You know what I'm trying to say? He was always good to his kid. That was the role. He was a wise older dude. And the wife was equally as wise. You know what I'm saying? She was equally good, but he wasn't.
Gender roles are changing.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Gender roles are changing.
He wasn't the big dumb idiot that was lucky to have her because he's so stupid and fucking everything up that the kids can't even go to dad because he's just going to screw things up, so I should just go to mom. And you get what I'm saying? And the irrelevance. And this is done culturally to try to break down the home and try to break down the men's role in home. And now it's starting to go. Now they're going after the women. You know?
Right.
And now the women are just as dumb, and the kids know the best. I mean, look at this generation, bro. How many TV shows are about wise fucking high school kids, or all about the journey of kids in high school, and how important they are, and how they're the most important things in the universe? Look at how many shows just center on fucking kids, as if the shit that happens right there in high school is the most important. How many times have you been told?
I don't even fucking remember high school or anything I learned in high school. You ask me anything I learned in high school, I don't remember shit from high school.
That's why that show Smarter Than a Fifth Grader is hilarious, because we don't remember any of that shit.
Right, which means it doesn't matter. It means it was irrelevant.
I heard
your morals and everything, your morals and your ethics are already, the foundation has already been set by the age of 12 years old.
Was that a text message? A phone call? Somebody got moral responsibility up in this show. I'm not alone, I'm bringing two.
Oh, look at you talking shit.
I don't even know who this is. Who's 917? I'm going to take this. I'm going to take
that
this.
call. That's the city right there.
Hello? Yeah. What's going on?
Mine's a text message. They don't have him. I'm sorry. Okay, this is the deal with my text message here.
Yeah, I can barely hear you.
This chick is down in Manhattan. She's singing karaoke. She tried to get me to go sing karaoke, but I don't like singing other people's songs.
No, man,
people just rate you based on the original
on
version.
The air right now,
and I do sing, but I sing for my own band. I don't want to sing some other asshole's song. Okay, most people's songs suck. So she's down there singing. So she asked me for a request, and I said, "Sing I'm Too Sexy." Remember that song? I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt.
Hold on, I've been given a tip. The Sanyo Incognito on Boost Mobile is... Hey, keep going. Just came out. It's on YouTube. It's... Oh, alright. It's this...
You interrupted me for that shit?
Wait, hold on.
Who cares? Nobody cares.
Alright, so basically, technology update I just got. Check this out. It's the new hottest shit in phones right now, even though it's for Boost. Boost could go suck a dick. But, hottest shit in phones. That's the technology update. Alright, you go back to you.
Thank you. So I told her to sing I'm Too Sexy for my shirt, but this karaoke company doesn't have it. So she's asking for another request.
There you go.
She says, how about you sing it to me freestyle?
What number is this that you're calling me on?
She wants me to sing it.
Oh, that's your new phone number? I'll store that shit. Is your old one off?
I'm not going to sing it to her, you know. That's that song, I'll shake my little tush on the catwalk.
I'll give you a call a little later. I gotta finish shooting this show right now.
Shake my little tush on the catwalk. I'll sing that to her.
Alright, I'll tell people to check it out.
Damn.
Peace.
I'm not saying that.
Alright, sorry about that.
Anyway, she wants me to shake my little tush on the catwalk.
Yeah, fuck that. Tell you what, I did not have moral responsibility just now. I took a phone call in the middle of the show. That's disrespecting you. And who cares?
Who cares? We don't even care about you. We don't even know why the fuck you watch us.
That's right. But, this guy was just telling me he got this
I don't even know why Albert's
phone.
leg is touching mine.
We gotta get a bigger fucking couch.
Yeah,
we're two big guys. This is not like we're little people.
I know, we like squeeze on this couch, we're all sideways half the fucking time. Okay, so let's get back to Match.com. Okay, Match.com. That's a common theory. Is great. It's phenomenal, but it's too general. It's like it's the same thing as MySpace. It's just as specific as MySpace of getting to know somebody. Okay, so essentially you could call it a hookup site too. You know, it's still like that. I mean, 2% of chicks were worth talking to. 2%. Do you know how low that is? You know, that's like that's a lot of ugly chicks. I gotta be honest with you. Fat, dumpy, ugly chicks who would never meet somebody in a real social scene are on this thing, you know, and like I'm almost embarrassed to myself that I got on this thing, but you know what? A couple friends said give it a try, so I decided to give it a try. Now there is a group of girls. There's a group of I'm gonna say girls, okay? I'm not gonna say women. They're not women. Okay, there's a group of girls on this thing that just have their heads so far up their ass that they can't even. There's no light. There's no light where they're from. Okay, now let me explain this. Let me explain this. Okay, so I'm reading your profile, ladies. Okay, and it says you're from New York, New York. Okay, well that's great. You're from New York, New York. We're all from New York, New York. Everybody says they're from New York, New York. Really, you're probably from some borough or upstate a little bit. Okay, no problem with that. Okay, and then it says you're a hairdresser. Okay, no problem with a hairdresser. My sister owns a salon. My dad owns a barbershop out in Cali. That's cool, you're a hairdresser. No problem there. Then it says you make $100 grand a year.
You could, if you're really, really good.
Or on TV.
Yeah.
You don't make $100 grand a year.
You're not a stripper. Who the fuck are you kidding?
So then I go down and I read the About Me section. And it says, I like sipping fine wine, going to the opera, listening to classical music.
You're a fucking hairdresser. No, you don't. No, you don't.
I like high-end restaurants and bars and singing and hanging out in lounges.
That sounds like a wish list.
Who are you trying to appeal to? Gay men or other women? Because you're not trying to appeal to a real man. Like, let me hear you want to go to a Yankee game, okay? Let me hear you want to go to a concert. Okay? Real men want to do these things. We don't want to go sit and listen to you fucking at the opera.
Yeah.
We don't want to listen to the opera? Are you serious? I mean, you want to take us to a musical? Okay, I'll go to a fucking musical. I'll go see that stupid rock star musical thing. Okay? Yeah. No problem. I don't have a problem with that. I did a show off Broadway. Okay, that's cool. You want to go sip fine wine? What's fine wine to you? I mean, what is
that?
Like
that's $30 bottle of wine.
$30 bottle of wine.
We're talking $2,000.
Are we talking Almaden? We talking Almaden wine? Or are we talking box wine? I mean, half you chicks don't even know the fucking difference.
People just you know what though? You know what? I mean, I enjoy wine.
Like, go call your girlfriends and impress them with that, okay? Because a real man don't give a shit about that, okay? A real man can suck down a Budweiser and be happy, okay? That's not a real man. You're not looking for a real man. If you're 5'1", don't tell me you want a guy that's 6'2". 6'2", what are you gonna do?
You can't even have sex standing up.
You can have sex standing up. It's called oral sex.
All right.
Holy crap! You girls are so fucking. You got your head so far up your ass. You have this perfect man pictured out in your head, and it's all physical. Okay? Go see the movie Up in the Air. You want a life lesson? Go see Up in the Air with George Clooney. Okay? And he breaks it all down for you. I saw it all last night, ladies. Go check this out, okay? You'll get a lesson in life and love and happiness. Because these little stereotypes that you keep drawing up and getting in your fucking heads, when did you come up with that? When you were in the 6th grade and you're still trying to hold on to that? Let's be realistic here. Okay? And then I go down your fucking profile, and it says you want a guy that makes $150 grand. If you demand the best from yourself, then you should demand the best for yourself. So what I'm saying to you, ladies, if you make $150 grand, then you can justify being with somebody that makes $150 grand or more. Okay? I understand that. But if you're sitting at home, and then you're working part-time at a fucking salon, you're making $30 grand a year, you want a guy that makes $150? I'm going to ask you a question right now. What do you have to offer me? You never thought of that, especially you East Coast chicks. Because your dads and your moms, okay, especially the chicks in Westchester, have your brains so twisted up and they babied you your entire lives and given you everything. You've been spoon-fed. You have no idea what reality is really about. Most of you chicks live at home until you're like 25 to 30. Okay? You have no idea what the real world is about.
That's right, bitches. Fucking suck on that. But, you know what? Let me add to this. Let me add to this, the desperation, right? Somehow, I don't know how this happened. I didn't create this for my... You know, you're going to find out that a lot of the shit online that's me, I didn't create. I didn't create my MySpace, yet somehow I have one. I didn't create, like, I'm on the Yahoo, for free, though. I'm on that Yahoo dating thing, right? Now, wait a minute. I'm on there.
He has a girlfriend.
I do.
That he's mentioned in previous episodes.
No.
Just so you know.
He knows about this too. This is not even. And it's hilarious to me because
You're like the whores that tell me they don't have boyfriends. Okay? That's why I've nicknamed the option. I have a nickname. You know the situation from the Jersey Shore? Mine is the option. Because girls always keep me as an open option.
Regardless.
They tell me they're single all the time. Just in case one night that they decide they want to cheat on their boyfriends or they want something better, they can always call Cody. Because Cody's always the single guy. I'm the single guy. I'm 30 and single. Okay? So I'm always the option. You know what I have to say about that? I'm not really your option because fucking 99% of you I wouldn't fuck with anyway. Okay? So you can suck somebody else's dick. Go see your neighbor. Go see the fucking guy next door, okay? You can suck his dick. Okay? Because I don't want anything to do with 99.9% of you. Okay? So I was never really the option.
But listen. But no. I didn't create this thing for me, right? It even says Mace on there, which I'm known as, I think, by other names. I think Matt did this a long time ago as a joke. There's no picture up on me. It's mine because it's attached to my Yahoo Messenger account, but it's not under my name or whatever. And I get regular updates. You wouldn't believe how once or twice a month I'll get one or two chicks like, "Hey, I like your profile. Here's my email. Here's my online. Let's talk." And they're attractive or decent looking chicks. My point, some of them are not. But my point is, how desperate are you? I don't have a picture up. There is nothing on there about me. Or there might be now, but I don't even know.
Okay.
How desperate are you?
Alright, let me break this down for you. Okay? I've done print work. I've gotten offers from companies that I'm not going to mention, okay, to model, to perform, movies. I've done shows off Broadway. I've done a lot of things, okay? And on my Match.com, I don't mention those. I mention briefly about some things that I've done, but I don't get into specifics on my Match.com. So there's no pictures of me. They're all my little at-home goofy pictures of me with my buddies, okay? There's none of my print work up on my Match.com. So to all you fucking chicks out there that have print work up, I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm going to get real close on this one. Okay? You see my face? You see it right now? Okay. Just because some dick with a hard-on and a camera wants to take your picture, it doesn't make you a model.
Very true.
A dick with a hard-on and a camera doesn't make you a model. So don't put your fucking print work up on your Match.com or your MySpaces or your Facebook, because that's the only place that it's ever going to go, and I know that you haven't made $1 off of it. You're not a model. You're some chick that works at the fucking tanning salon or in a doctor's office. So you can have yourself. What do you have to offer me? That's what I want to know. What do you have to offer me? It's 2010. It's time for the guys to take it back.
Thank you, Ben. Now, we're not an all-female bashing show because we like you ladies, but sometimes we all need to know our limits. For it. Sometimes we need to know our limits. You know?
Sometimes there needs to be a correction in the general scheme of things. And I really think for a long time things were ass backwards for a very, very long time, especially on the East Coast. And I think slowly it's starting to turn back around. I mean, I'm not talking about, you know, chivalry still needs to be there. There still needs to be respect, you know, love and admiration, and all of that needs to be there. And you know, there are people, you know, women in my life that I do respect and that I do admire and that I do love. But as a general consensus, you know, I think that there's a lot to be desired out here on the East Coast. I've been to the West Coast, I've been to the East Coast, I've been South, I've been North. I've been everywhere, man. Okay? And the East Coast has a lot of changing to do, and I don't blame the women. I blame the men, honestly, for letting it happen, for letting it go down the road that it's gone down for so long. Okay? I blame the fathers. I blame the boyfriends, I blame the husbands, ex-husbands, whatever.
Yeah.
And I really think that there's a lot of change that needs to happen. I think, you know, and to you ladies that disagree, because I know there's a lot of ladies out there going, look at this asshole, this guy's an asshole, what a prick. Listen to him talking all this shit, okay? To you, go live in California for a couple weeks. No, a couple months. Go live in California for a couple months. Go live in Florida for a couple months. Okay?
Exactly. Come back.
And then come back and tell me how you feel about everything that I've said.
Shit, you can even go to live in Texas.
True? Yeah, Texas is good too.
Texas.
Go live in the Carolinas and come back.
Well, you know what it is.
And then you can, and then I'll accept your apology.
But you know, we've talked about many things here on the Face Show. We've talked about a whole gambit of crazy shit going on in our lives, and we have no shame in us. Really, there's no shame in the game. Because we'll talk about shit we shouldn't talk about.
Right.
And
but you know what? That's why you guys watch our crazy asses.
Now I promised a Christmas rant. I didn't deliver. It didn't deliver. You know what? In 2010, we're gonna try to keep our promises here on the Face Show.
Because in 09 we kept none.
Not a damn one.
I don't know if you guys have been keeping track, but
yeah,
not one. Not one have we come through.
No, not at all. Now we've tipped on religion, but we haven't really talked about it.
Oh, that's right. We were supposed to talk about religion.
And it's time we broke the floodgate. I'm gonna fucking open that door.
No, not now.
Not all of it.
We're 32.
I know
the episode's over in like 5 minutes. You can't possibly get into religion within 5 minutes.
No. I'm gonna do my Christmas rant. I'm gonna talk about Christmas and
you mean like giving it back to the Christians and all that? Because it's really their holiday that everybody else stole?
Yeah, the Xmas and all that.
But then the Christians are mad at like Glenn Beck?
Yeah, I don't know. Listen.
What?
Listen.
I would be more pissed off at the people that stole my holiday.
Because
like almost everybody else.
Listen, there are other holidays that happen, but this is what I'm trying to get to. You know, if you're Jewish, it's Happy Hanukkah. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. They have 8 fucking days, and they're great days. Hanukkah, beautiful. If you're a Christian, it's Merry Christmas. Fuck Happy Holidays. Fuck them. Just fuck it right now.
Well, no, I agree with the Happy Holidays thing because you can't tell. You're gonna tell me if I'm Christian or Jewish? You can't tell.
Well, of course you can tell.
So
Jewish people usually have a yarmulke on.
Wow, way to racially profile.
No, but that's
you were racially profiling.
Not racially profiling.
Holy shit!
Jewish people.
They don't all wear yarmulkes, too.
No, a lot of them have the curls though.
Oh my god!
I'm joking about.
No, you don't know that.
I'm joking.
Holy crap!
I'm joking about the girls.
The girls. Holy crap! You're racially profiling Jewish people right now.
I'm joking.
Whoa.
No, but you should know when Christmas is, and you should know when Hanukkah is. And Hanukkah is a week and a day, right? During Hanukkah days, Happy Hanukkah.
So you're saying there's no real holidays. You're saying there's Hanukkah. Yeah, but how are you going to know? Like I said, how are you still going to differentiate?
Because Hanukkah happens.
Hanukkah
Hanukkah happens before Christmas.
Right, but how are you still going to differentiate?
Listen,
if that person, what if you accidentally ask some dude with a big nose?
Well, are you kidding? Are you kidding? There are Jewish
like
Christians
stereotypical.
There are Jewish
features.
Wait. I can get even crazier with it. There are Jewish Christians that celebrate both.
Which is fucked up.
Well, no, because
yes.
Christianity is based off of Judaism, right?
No.
Yeah, it is. The whole Old Testament and the Jewish Bible are just the same book.
Yeah, but you have the New Testament, which is Christianity, Christ, Jesus,
yes.
Christ.
So there are Jewish people that converted to Christianity, meaning
that's possible, but it has to be a full conversion. None of this. I celebrate fucking Hanukkah because I read the Old Testament, and then I celebrate Christianity.
I'm not saying Christians don't do that. That's
Jews don't believe in Christ. They don't believe Jesus was the Son of God.
I'm saying there are Christian Jews out there. I say they're wrong. All kidding aside about it, because we weren't serious about that. That was just us joking around. But in all seriousness, you could say, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. That's what people used to say. You used to say both. And you added Kwanzaa, and all of a sudden, Kwanzaa was made up.
Kwanzaa was just made up in like 1980 something.
Yeah, Kwanzaa was made up by a
It's not a real holiday.
It's not. And then people claim it's the solstice. True, the solstice used to fall around there, but let me just break it down.
The Face Show is officially going to say, we're going on record and saying that Kwanzaa
is not a holiday. Neither is Festivus.
We're taking it off the list.
It's not real.
Neither of them.
No.
They're not real.
But what I'm trying to say is it's an attack on the culture. And, when atheists put up objections on certain things, claiming the separation of religion and state, let me explain something to you.
Atheists don't know what the fuck they're doing.
No. First off, the amendment said that Congress has no right to pass any law prohibiting religion in any way, right? Where does that say separation of church and state? It says the government can't control religion. It didn't say anything about religion controlling government, did it? No. Do you know where they get that from? There was a letter written from Thomas Jefferson, and he wrote it to somebody, one of the other founders of the country. I forget who it is because it's been a while since I researched this. But he wrote this letter. And in the letter, he said there should be a separation of church and state, and then he went on in the same sentence and explained what he meant. And it didn't mean anything the way people use it today.
What do you mean?
It meant exactly what I'm saying. There shouldn't be a state, there shouldn't be a Church of England, right? Right. And the government shouldn't have any power to limit the ability of people to worship God. So
it had nothing to do with
not at all.
The government invading religion at all.
No, it had to do with government shouldn't strangle religion. It had nothing to do with religion invading government.
Because I'll tell you why. I went to a Catholic high school. I went to a Catholic high school. All right, and the dean's job at my high school was to sweep everything under the rug, so that the government officials, like the police department, didn't come in and get involved in it, because then they have different funding and stuff like that.
Oh, it's very true.
They didn't want to create.
It's dicey because Catholic schools do get government funds,
right?
And it's dicey. Now here's something else. Let's just go on education. Let's spit it from where you're coming from. I heard something the other day, a story, and this is indoctrination of our kids. That I forget where this was out of, but I heard loosely about it. And basically, the story was there was a class going on. I think it may have been junior high school. It could have been elementary school. I'm not sure. But the class was teaching about global warming, and it was a progressive scale class where you could score like a 5 on it, almost like a college credit course. For those of you who went to college, and basically, it was a final test, right? And they asked them about global warming, certain questions about global warming. Stop with these phone calls. But the kid said, basically he said,
you should put it on vibrating.
I should. But he said that global warming is false. It's bullshit, right? The kid got a 0 for the test, or for the course, because he said that he didn't believe in global warming, and global warming was a falsity. So the mother went to talk to the teacher and said, what are you doing? He said he didn't believe in global warming, and he listed why he didn't believe in global warming. He gave reasons. Why did he fail the class? oh, well, he didn't answer the way you were. These are opinion-based questions, by the way, on this test. This is not fact questions, opinion-based questions. And he didn't answer the way he was supposed to answer, so we had to mark him down. She's like, I'm going to talk to the principal. So they scheduled an appointment. She talked to the principal. And the principal, members of the teachers union were there, and apparently they had outsourced this class from another agency so they could get funding in the school. So there was a hand cash situation, right? Now, the principal tried to be diplomatic.
So there was an earmark, basically.
Basically.
There was an earmark, like our government does, earmark.
So it was a privately funded from a different left-wing organization class to indoctrinate our kids. And if they didn't answer a certain way, according to the guidelines, the teacher had no choice. So it's not even the teacher's fault. No choice but to fail the student. Now,
wow.
Now, and that's what the union said, too. Now, the principal he's trying to smooth things over. He doesn't want a controversy. He doesn't want problems. So he's like, alright, don't give him a 0, give him a 1 or a 2. Now, anything under a 3 is failing. So it's like a pass-fail situation. You just got an F. You know what I'm saying? So she's like, that's not good. And then the mother said something that made the guy's jaw drop. She's like, well, I've already alerted the media. This is now a national issue.
Good. Hope she called Fox.
You know, so it's already spread. And all I'm saying is, the indoctrination of kids, man, cut that shit out. Cut it out with the propaganda and the Obama singing. Or, if this was Bush and they had kids singing about Bush, I'd have said the same shit. Cut out indoctrinating our kids, yo. It's bad enough people get indoctrinated when they go to college. Everything they're taught to think is liberal. And there are no absolutes.
So they're just going to be robots when they get older.
Yeah. Now listen to this. The kids get taught. My cousin got taught this. People get taught this in college. There are no absolutes in human philosophy, right? And this has to do with something Albert Einstein put out. We're talking about relativity and everything's relative. There's no absolutes. But Albert Einstein also said this when he wrote that disclaimer. Now this cannot be applied to morality, for there are absolutes in morality. This has to do with physics. Even he knew when he said it. Don't take my words and twist them. This has nothing to do with culture. This has to do with science.
Kind of like the separation of church and state.
And they ignore that. And so, but here's the thing. If it's just like anarchy. It's the same principle, right? If there are no absolutes, then saying there are no absolute is an absolute. That's a double negative, bro. You know what I'm trying to say here? That means there are absolutes. It's like saying if there's the only rule is there's no rules, then there's a rule. Then that negates your previous sentence, and there can be rules. So that's why anarchy falls apart. That's why there are no absolutes falls apart, because the statement there are no absolute isn't in itself an absolute. It's a flaw in logical thinking, but it's all designed to trick people, to give them no hope. Because the one thing, regardless of what religion you belong to, religion should give you is hope. Hope for something better, right? Hope. That president ran on hope and change, but hope. Now, the president ran on being hope. A man should never be hope, because a man can let you down. You get what I'm trying to say? So this is what it is. It's about crushing hope. If you crush hope, you crush people's souls. If you crush people's souls, you turn into robots, and then you'll agree to shit. It's stupid. This is all about the dumbing down and retarding of America. Do you want to? Here's an interesting study, and this has nothing to, this is just alright, before the 60s, right? Before this separation of church thing came out of nowhere, by the way. Let me put that, because before the 60s, from the 50s to when we started, there was no such thing as separation of church and state as we know it. People prayed openly in buildings. There were masses, and hell, half the people that started the country were pastors. They were praying right in the Capitol. Now, before this, the Judeo-Christian values, as it's called, ran the moral compass of America. They also ran the schools. And before the Bible, and prayer, not just the Bible, prayer was taken out of schools. Our educational rate for people and the passing rate was something like maybe 1% dropped out. College wasn't really necessary in those days for everybody to go to college, because high school was good enough. But our educational rate and our graduation rate was nearly at 90%, something ridiculously high. We were number one in the world in education. We were number one in the world in productivity. We were number one in the world in whatever. We had the small crime rate. After they took prayer out of schools and did all these things that the liberals took over not just the liberals, the progressive liberals took over the educational system. We are now number one in the world in dropouts. We are number one in the world in uneducated people next to as a developed nation, not a third world nation. Do you realize since they've removed the moral compass from schools? I remember they took down the 10 Commandments that told people not to hurt people, to be honest. Since they've taken all that out of the schools, the education, we have fallen to we were number one, and now we're last place in the world. Like what they did with Conan and fucking Jay Leno by fucking up where they moved them to. The Tonight Show shit.
That was wrong.
It was wrong. NBC, you done fucked up real bad. Real fucking bad.
And we all know it.
Everybody knows it.
Don't think we don't know.
Do you know how hard it is to make Jay Leno look like a fucking asshole? He's one of the coolest people out there in the entertainment business. You know what it is to make him look like a dick? And to screw over Conan in the process? Another really nice guy in show business? And to make them enemies?
Good job.
Good job. They were friends before this.
Fuck-ups.
You know, here's an idea. Let's take two shows that were in first place since they started. You know, since like month 3, these two shows back to back, tag team, Batman and Robin, first place. And for no reason at all, let's fuck up Jay Leno and fire him for no reason. He's only been first place for 16 years in a row. But fuck it, maybe his popularity will change.
Yeah, maybe they're wrong when they say, you know, don't change a good thing.
And so is Conan. Now, yes, we all understand Conan was eventually supposed to take The Tonight Show. It was his inheritance. Everybody got it. But they jumped the bones. It's like collecting...
Too early.
Collecting the inheritance before the person dies. You spend it and it's all gone. You know, now when he does die, they're going to get Jimmy Fallon? Like, I like Jimmy Fallon, but he ain't ready. And the whole thing insulted both of them. You cannot move a Tonight Show type to 10 o'clock. It's not the right time for it. People aren't in the mood for a variety show on prime time. It'll never work. It's never worked. So you set them up to fail, and then you give Conan The Tonight Show, and granted his ratings weren't there because why? Because he says they didn't do this, but they did. They held him back. You know why you know they held him back? Because the last week when you knew he was leaving, he wasn't holding back some of the funniest shit I've ever seen on TV. Hilarious. It had like ridiculous ratings. Was number one that whole week. Why? Because Conan was doing Conan. You know? And I think the decision to move him back was a mistake. And that is it on our entertainment news. I hope you people enjoyed the Face Show. It is over. Stay tuned. HD is coming, bitches. Peace out.